Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of EmpireJeffTV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Tuesday night live from Los Angeles, California. Home of your Los Angeles Dodgers, your World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers, your back-to-back World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers, perhaps soon to be three-peat Los Angeles Dodgers, and home of star reliever Edwin Díaz, Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, a couple of things. I'm already knowing. I haven't even glanced at the chat yet. I am just judging off of my mentions on social media, my DMs. I'm already knowing and guessing that people are going to have Tarek Skubal questions in the chat. We're going to touch on that. I have put some feelers out. I have reached out. I've done everything I can, try to get some input or intel on that. I'll touch on that in a little bit. But Tarek Skubal is a name that's coming up left and right. But right here tonight, right now, at least the start of this show, we're here to talk about Edwin Díaz. Because I know we're focused on what could potentially be next, but you have to really understand how big this move is right now. We have to understand what the Dodgers just pulled off today. We have to understand how the Dodgers have gone about business in a way over these last few years, just sitting back, waiting for teams to fumble the bag, mess things up, and they just swoop in and take another team's star in a way just by making them feel wanted, respected, and wanting to be part of something. And it's not always to the highest bid. It hasn't been that all the time. This situation was a little different from the get-go, because I'm not even going to halfway lie. I'm not going to lie. I went back and forth on this numerous times. I struggled out the gate. I was like, I just don't see the Mets letting him walk if it came down to just the paper. I didn't think that they would let that happen. Then we started getting a little bit of things, started hearing a little things. And, I just was like, man, I wasn't buying it out the gate. And then day by day by day, even when the Mets signed Williams, I still felt that didn't deter them from going after Diaz. And it didn't. In the end, it didn't. But it's interesting how Edwin Díaz is a Dodger, and the difference in what the Mets offered and the Dodgers offered was $3 million. But more importantly, is once he got that $69 million offer from the Dodgers, he never went back to the Mets. He never went back to the Mets. And what have I kept on telling you? I kept telling you guys that the Dodgers sit back and wait for teams to get stupid. The Dodgers will kind of just lurk. The Dodgers will hang around. And I said, you're only the favorite until you're not. And if things drag out, you potentially risk losing a player. Now, you have some similarities here with Atlanta in 2021 and the Mets in 2025. Some similarities and yet different. The Braves went out and they got Olsen, which pretty much told you they're done with Freeman. In this scenario, when they went out and got Williams, them being the Mets, they were still going after Diaz. They offered him that $66 million thinking that would be it. He went back to the Dodgers, and the Dodgers, not the Mets, had the last right of refusal because in the long run, it seems that that's just where Edwin Díaz wanted to go. That's where he wanted to go. And hindsight being 2020 and all, it just begins to make more sense. And Edwin Díaz, short-term, high AAV, that's right up the Dodgers' alley. That's right up the Dodgers' alley. That is right within their wheelhouse, right in their comfort zone. Now, I've been saying, like, if a team was going to get Diaz earlier, it might have taken 5 years. And then, it wasn't out there. That deal wasn't there. I had heard Toronto was going heavy after him. They were going heavy after him. I was worried about them getting a little froggy and offering a 5th year. And then I came down and said, okay, if there's no 5th year out there, who makes that 4-year offer? Who makes that 4-year, $20 to $23 million offer? Does someone do it? And turns out there was no 4-year offer. Didn't know that at the time. And then the 3 years, $69 million for Edwin Díaz, man. And you've got to look at this bullpen now as a resurgent year. I think Tanner Scott's going to have a phenomenal bounce back year. You had Edwin Díaz there. And I know the Mets fans who all of a sudden are acting like, okay, whatever. He's going to have a down year because he always has an up year, then he has a down year. He has an up year, he has a down year. I get it. But when's the last time Edwin Díaz was playing for a championship? Go ahead, I'll wait. When's the last time he was playing on this stage? Go ahead, I'll wait. You see Edwin Díaz wants to win a championship. He wants to get paid, but he wants to win a championship. He could have gone back to the Mets and said, give me 70, it's over, and maybe they do that. But he never went back to them with the final offer. He got his highest AAV. He got what he wanted. And the Dodgers got what they wanted. The top reliever in the free agent class of 2025 again. And I know everyone's going to say about Tanner Scott and, oh, look what they spent on Tanner Scott and blah, 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 blah. Look, bullpens can be volatile. I told y'all all season I felt Tanner Scott was hurt. We're starting to kind of hear that now. I believe he'll be fine. Now, potentially, you have a left-handed demon with a right-handed demon. You got Vesey in the mix. You got Gratterall back from spring training on. Like, you got some guys in that pen. Maybe Klein becomes something. Kyle Hurt's probably going to be part of that. And they may not be done. They may add another piece. But this Dodger bullpen went from being their Achilles heel, and now they might be back to being absolutely dominant next season. And I'm excited for that, man, because we don't want to run our starting pitchers through the mud. I like the approach of kind of giving them some time off, giving bullpen guys some time off, mixing some piggyback games, some long relief guys. The Dodgers' job in 2026 is to find space and time and rest for starters, for relievers, for position players, get some young kids some time, all in the hope of winning a lot of baseball games during the regular season. Now, they blew damn near 30 saves last season, still won the division. They had pretty much a skeleton crew, putting it lightly, for a bullpen, and won a World Series. And now, they just got more bullets for the chamber here. You know, if a couple guys are having a down year, a couple guys having an up year, like Dodgers are going to target this bullpen, and they're going to continue to. The starting rotation is set. They need a position player, maybe one or two, maybe depending on what they do, trade here, trade there, sign guy here, whatever. But this was the biggest glaring hole that they had this offseason. And they just casually just strolled in like, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, how you doing? Oh, give me that. Give me that. Give me Edwin Díaz. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Like they just strolled up and just did it. And now you had the Dodgers winning with the bullpen in 2024, winning with the starters in 2025. And might we finally see the hybrid solution in 2026 with the starters and the pen and the offense waking up from that hibernation of the playoffs? Well, really since like June, July. So when you really sit back and you kind of take note, I'm going to get your guys' chat in a second, guys. When you sit back and take note of everything they went through this past year, and they won a World Series and won a game 6 and 7 on the road with a mute offense, a deceased bullpen, and an exhausted starting rotation. Greatness be great sometimes, man. Greatness be great. And the Dodgers won with their culture, won with their greatness, won with their poise. And now you're just adding more tools to a team that needs it as they get a little older. As some of these guys, those miles start to add up, those innings start to stack up, those pitches start to stack up. But you're adding back to the starting rotation. You got Gavin Stone, you got River Ryan, you got dudes coming in here. And for those who don't remember that Gavin Stone was an all-star, and River Ryan was looking like a straight-up stud. Up until even in the game where he got hurt. Remember that play he made going down the third base line? Like, you getting those demons back? A full year of Shohei? Second year Roki? This is going to be something crazy. However, but I want to stop the show and give a big thank you to my brother Joe Soro of the Experiment for I could not find this hat anywhere. It was nowhere around me. Nowhere, no store, nothing. Couldn't find it. And my guy Joe, man, didn't send me just one, but two of these hats, man. One for me and one for Pop. So shout out to my brother Joe, man. I'm sure he's in here talking trash somewhere. I'll find it. But Joe, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I wanted this hat bad, and I could not find it anywhere around me. You made it happen, man. Shout out to Joseph, man. That's my guy right there. That's my favorite maniac right there, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I really wanted this hat. I was at the parade at the stadium, and I just couldn't secure it because the lines were too long, and I didn't want to spend the whole parade or time I had with my pops at the stadium waiting in line to get the hat. I figured I'd just be able to find it later. Last year, I got it about a month and a half late when they restocked. And this time, Joe came through for me and Pop. So again, shout out to him. This World Series championship pin that's on this thing. Oh man, they just keep stepping up this championship gear. And thank you again, man. I can't say thank you enough. But let me know what you guys think about the deal. Let me know what you guys think about the years. Let me know what you guys think about the money. Let me know how you think he's going to perform next year. What do you think the Mets do next? Like, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of ways to take this, a lot of ways to pivot here. But man, I couldn't really get a real feel on this, and I really had no intel on it. Like, this is the first off season where I haven't been able to really get a pulse of a lot of things. I don't know if that's just the Dodgers operating just way more silent. I don't know if it's maybe a couple of guys who are out of the organization. Maybe some guys lost some plugs. I don't know if it's just maybe it's different guys talking to different teams. Only certain of those come out. I don't know what it is, but I did everything I can to try to get a feel on the Edwin Díaz situation. The only thing I had was like intuition. I didn't have any real insight. I had nothing on it. I just believed that, as you kind of study organizations and the way they move, and you look at their books and you kind of look at everything, and known agencies are important too. When you start looking at things, it just became, and like I said, I did a video saying with each day that passes, it just feels like more and more like he could be a Dodger. And those reports started coming out saying that it's probably the Dodgers have been outpriced. And I was like, come on, man. Outpriced? Now I get if it was 5 years. I still don't ever believe it was outpriced. I feel like it could have been out-yeared. Like if someone went to a 4th or 5th year on that deal, thank you, babe. If someone went to a 4th or 5th year on that deal, then I could see the Dodgers being kind of out-yeared, not outpriced. I don't think that here's the thing. I think the Dodgers would rather go 4 years, 100 mil than 5 years, 100 mil. If that makes any sense. I just don't believe they want that long term there. They want low years, high AAV. That is the Dodger way. That's just the Dodger way. And it makes sense because that's just how they do things. That is just how they do things. And Diaz just kind of fell into that. And the Mets kind of slipped up and let them fall into it. At the end of the day, they lost him over $3 million because they didn't come after him crazy out the gate. They did what the Yankees did with Soto. And in the end, the Yankees lost Soto over $5 million. But the Yankees offered $5 million less, but 1 more year. In the end, when it's total money, they lost Soto over $5 million. And in this case, with the Mets, when it comes to money, they lost Diaz over $3 million. Now it's $3 million, but he didn't go back to them with a counter. Now, I don't know if it was make your final offer and the Mets offered 66 and he goes to the Dodgers and said, makes your final offer and they offered 69. But in the end, it was $3 million difference. And all teams involved know he wanted to break a record for highest AAV. Everyone knew that it was going to have to be north of $21 million. Everyone at the table knew that. So the Dodgers out there playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers or Connect Four, whatever you want to play on the sideline. And the Dodgers just went in there with their chessboard and their checkbook and said, "Vámonos." Brought his ass back to LA. And yeah, he has pitched in New York. He has pitched under the pressures of New York. Well, not the real New York. Not the real team in New York. But he still pitched in New York. But man. This was something that the Dodgers needed to do. I was not sure they were going to do it. Not sure they were going to commit to do it. And they did it. Damn it, they did it again. Good Lord, that's hot. My wife's trying to kill me. They did it again. And are they done? I don't know. We'll have to talk about what big splash is. I don't know. But the Scooble stuff is interesting. We'll touch on that in a minute. But just really think about this for a second, y'all. I'm gonna jump on your chats in a second. Just really start thinking about this. Tanner Scott healthy, Mookie Betts healthy, Teoscar Hernandez healthy, Tommy Edman healthy. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, I know you hear it in your heads too. Dun, 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 dun. The evil effing Empire. It used to be on the East Coast. But the Dodgers came in like Suge Knight and formed death row records all over again for baseball, man. Because they're hitting up the league. And you know what? Bring the lockout. Bring it. Whatever you want to do. We don't care. We'll win with whatever rules you put in place. Because it's not just throwing money at a championship. It's outsmarting. It's out-culturing. It's out-playing. It's all that. So go ahead and bring the salary cap. Bring that salary floor along with it, though. You want to limit what they pay you? We got to maximize what you pay. Because don't think for a second the that we're one of these dumbass fan bases who think that putting a cap is going to stop anything other than the players getting more money than the owners. All you're doing by putting a cap is making sure that these billionaire owners make more money, the players make less. It's not going to change much. Because the Dodgers are going to beat you with the cap or without one. Because they're smarter than you. They're smarter than you. Da, 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 da. Man. I'm not going to lie, man. Of course, this happened right as I basically got to work this morning. Had a long day. Very long day. Couldn't do a video, couldn't do a clip, couldn't do a short, couldn't do nothing. Got home, had to finish putting up some finishing touches. I had to get with the crew to finish up some Christmas lights in areas. And I don't mess with the ladders, man. I don't want to be getting way up there, about to break my neck. I don't got much of a neck to begin with. I'm not about to break what's left of it. Out there, finish up the lights. I'm like, let me go do a show now. Let me go do a show now. Because this was a move, man. This move right here, this ish right here could be what delivers a three-peat. Because you got the rotation, you got the offense, now you got the pen. Now you got the pen. We got the pen. We got the pen. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Share the video if you have not done so already. Help get this out there, man. Share the EmpireJeffTV gospel, this wonderful community that we have built. And hopefully my lazy ass can get back up here and do more shows on the regular. But again, appreciate y'all. Let's see who's coming in here. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. What's going on, my guy? Happy Tuesday to you as well. Go Dodgers. Absolutely. Make sure to get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more. Tap that Fanatic link to get special discounts. Your purchase also helps support the channel because when you order through them via us, they take care of us. We partner with them, and they're a great partner. And yeah, a lot of people have gotten a lot of great gear, especially during the holiday time. A lot of championship gear. Tap that link. Go get your merch, your memorabilia over at Fanatics, man. We've also done a collab at legendsofculture.com with Drip Show. We've got the Ruining Baseball collection, legendsofculture.com. The graphic god, the god of graphics, the best in the business. And your boy linked up one more time for the Ruining Baseball collection in time for the holidays. Legendsofculture.com. Make sure to pull up there. This is a limited drop, limited time. Might only be a few more days because as soon as the holiday shipping cuts off, those shirts are out of there. All right. So legendsofculture.com. Nando, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you, man. What time is Google trade going down? We're going to touch on that. Let me get through the chats. Lewis, what's going on, my brother? What's good, big brother Jeff? Get the likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, tell a friend or a family member about the channel and share the channel and become a member. Talk to him. He says, let's go Dodgers. Absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Andreas, what's going on, man? So hi, friends, family, Dodgers. Appreciate you pulling up on Facebook. There goes Joseph. What's going on, Joseph? Again, thank you, brother, for the hat, man. I can't wait to deliver it to Pops, man. I'll give you a call when I hand it to him, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'm hearing Skuma to the Dodgers out there. We will talk about it. We can just get through these chats. Richard says, now we have the best closer in baseball. Dodgers is ruining baseball. Man. Samuel says, happy to have Diaz. Now we just need Duran from those I thought would arrive. Duran's an interesting choice. We'll touch on that. It's great to be a Dodger. Finally, Dodgers add to their bullpen after signing Diaz. Absolutely. Young says, Merry Christmas, Dodger fans. Absolutely, man. We got Samuel says, Scuba would be great, but it would cost a lot of prospects. And besides, Boris would ask for what he might not even sign until free agency. Yeah, I get you. Dodgers have a rare history to go after. You want a three-peat, you need to break those eggs and make some mamas. Yeah, I agree. And clearly they do too. Holcomb Porter goes back to the Mets, right? Yeah, man, this hat is nice, man. This hat is fire. Let's see. Rand says Dodgers have prospects to spare. They are overloaded with pitching, so give up a few for a proven Cy Young caliber arm. Only do the trade if there's an extension agreed upon. Diaz on right and Tanner on left. Hold the fort in late innings. Absolutely. Search and destroy the mod god, the god of mods. the Mod Father. Appreciate you, brother. The best in the business. Thank you for tuning in as always. Joe says bullpens are the crypto of baseball. You're right, man. You're right. It's constantly moving all over the damn place. All over the damn place. I can't wait on Diaz's entrance with the trumpets. Yeah, you know that's coming. You know that's coming. 2024 glued starters. 2025 glued bullpen. 2026 both on. Good night, three-peat clinch. Yeah, that would be absolutely incredible, man. Let's see. Chuck says supposedly Dodgers and Tigers have agreed on a deal. Just extension talks remain. Let's see. What's going on? Extension might be the hardest part with Boris. And King Tuck and Scooble next. Cool, man. That would be, oh my God. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's up, my brother? What's up, Jeff? The Dodgers keep on winning. You're right, man. I didn't expect this, but I'm so happy he's a Dodger. Freeman ain't messing around. Look, man. Look, I told you. You know what? I've been battling people. I want to say probably going on 5 years now. For Friedman and Dave, right? I've been going back and forth, and people are calling him fraudman. You had people going on all these stuff, and sometimes, man, you just got to let something play its course. You got to let someone find their groove in their role. Sometimes you just got to let someone just get the experience and everything. And it's one thing to build a playoff team. It's one thing to build a team that can get to a World Series. It's another thing to build a team who can get to a World Series and win a World Series. But it's a whole other thing to build and run a dynasty and manage a dynasty and all these things. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of difficulties. There's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of egos. And even on this Dodger team, the culture is there. Don't act like some of these athletes still don't have egos, because they do. But at the same time, they push it aside for greatness of the team, for the greater good. And what Friedman and what Dave and what Gomes and what the minor league system has done, and ownership, and just all through and through. The ownership sets the tone. Friedman goes out and gets the players that fit their DNA. But the guy who's around this team the most is Dave Roberts. He's the guy around the team the most. And maybe independently of each other, it doesn't work. Maybe Dave on another team without this front office, without the management system, without this culture, obviously without the star players, maybe it doesn't work. But there's something about it all coming together when they're together that's working. And it's hitting on all cylinders. And when you got the right owner who finds their team, and then they find their front office, and their front office goes and signs and trades or drafts their guys, and they have their guy in the dugout who is aligned with the front office and ownership and the captains and the clubhouse and all that. It all just comes together, and that's just what makes this Dodger team special. This is what it is. They got River Ryan from Padres for Beatty. It would be so hilarious if he becomes a number 1 or number 2. That would be crazy. We don't wait anymore. We get our ish. Talking about the hat. Absolutely. Tucker isn't happening. I don't believe so. I'd be surprised if Tucker doesn't end up a Blue Jay. I don't even know who else is in it at a high dollar amount. But again, it could be someone, being quiet. Could someone sneak in late? Could the Mets now? Is that maybe what they're holding their money on for? I don't know, Are the Mets holding on their money because they're going after Tucker? Or the Yankees, which I doubt. If the Yankees not signed Bellinger because they're going after Tucker. Again, I wouldn't be so sure of that. I don't know what the Giants are doing. Like, Posey, get off your ass, man. I thought they were bringing you in. Not that I'm sitting here rooting for the Giants to get the top guy, but I thought Posey in this new front office was going to be doing things. And get off your asses, man. Make this division more fun. Come on, give us someone else's heart to break, thinking they're going to win. Look, we can't just continue to break the Padre fans' heart, them thinking they're going to win a division every year. We need other hearts to break who think they're going to win a division. Posey, get off your ass, brother. Come on, man. Come on. Why is Tucker not a Giant? Why was Cease not a Giant? Why? Why? Who are you waiting on? Who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for? Like, so when you look around baseball, who is that team that's going to spend on Tucker? I got to feel it's the Blue Jays, because, who else is going to? Red Sox? Cubs, I'm bringing them back. So you got to think Toronto. Do the Mets get crazy? I don't know. Is there a mystery team? I don't know. I've been feeling for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 days that Tucker was going to end up in Toronto. Yeah, that's what Joe says. That's what I feel. We will see. Trip Show, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Yeah, back on there. We back at it. We back at it tonight. Late, better late than never. I've been busy all damn day, man. I've been trying to do a show. I was even just trying to do a video earlier. Just couldn't get it together. Been busy all damn day today, man. Let's see. Sammy says, San Francisco, the M's and Red Sox are the only teams that could beat us in 2026. Ain't nobody even close. I don't think SF can. I don't think the M's can. I definitely don't think the Red Sox can. At this point, like, had the Dodgers offense or bullpen been anywhere near up to snuff, no one would have even sniffed them this year. Just wouldn't have happened. Don't care. What's going on? Don't care. Thanks to the Mets for fumbling the ball. Another great player lands in our lap, just like how the Braves, Red Sox, and Angels fumbled. Exactly. The Dodgers just sit back and be like, who's going to mess up today? Who's going to mess up today? Who's going to mess up today, y'all? They sitting in their office. You got Freeman pulling up, chilling in the chair, grabbing a beer, sitting back. Like, yo, tell me who messes up today. Just tell me who messes up today so we can pull up and get this right. So we can just pull up and snatch their superstar. Who's messing up today? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Mets got Soto and Williams, and Dodgers got Ohtani and Diaz with less money. It's absurd. It's absurd. Oliver, what's going on, Oliver? New York, you're in trouble. I hope you know right now, New York, you're in trouble. New York, you should have not done this. Man. You should play marbles. Quarters even. What's going on? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. What's going on, brother? He said, oh, love. What's going on? Dodgers ain't playing. They sure ain't. Craig, what's going on, Craig? Appreciate you, brother. New York only cares about the money, not the players. New York only care about the money. New York Queens get the money, they say. Queens get the money, but they sure don't spend it like they should. They spend all their money on Soto? Come on, man. I am not too greedy. Just give me Quan, Scooble, Boba shit. No, I'm good. The Blue Empire. Yes, sir, man. Blue Row Records. Blue Row. That'd be hard to pull. Although it is ran by a blue guy now. Let's see. What's going on? Ross? I appreciate you, man. What's going on? I said, let's go. Empire Jeff is online. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm sensing Sith energy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's about to be over. Edwin was a nice pickup. Absolutely, Edwin was a nice pickup. I don't know what New York was thinking. The New York Yankees should be very sorry now with all their money is gone. I don't know what the Yankees are trying to do, man. I don't know. Dan Inspiration, what's up, brother? If we are healthy, imagine bullpen closer Edwin 8th, Tanner Scott, Vesia, or Bruce Starr 7th. We have Dreyer, Brock Kasparius. We have Blake, but he's cooked. If we resign Evan Phillips, crazy. Look, everything I'm hearing is that Evan Phillips, when healthy, will most likely be a Dodger kid. I mean, we'll see if that comes to fruition, but I was told that the second he got non-tendered, that the two sides continue to want to work, for him to come back as soon as he's able when the rosters expand. Imagine the Dodgers get Suarez. Maybe, but I think Suarez might be going to the Mets now, I think. But I know the Dodgers met with him twice, so we'll see what comes of that. We'll see. The pen plus other players coming back with the injuries and the pitching. Yeah, it's gonna be special. Again, make sure, guys, legendsofculture.com. Make sure to check out that Roning baseball collection brought to you by Drip Show. Legendsofculture.com. Thank you, Serge. Dodgers players are too nice to be cis. This is the old Republic Jedis. There's some people, man, that aren't as, like I said, they're gentlemen, but you know what it is. You know what it is, man. Stephanie Can Curry. What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm not going to lie. These Scuba Dodgers rumors are really heating up. I'm trying to get through these so I can talk about that. You don't settle with the chance to three-peat. You go for the throat. I'm all for the new closer. What's up, Aaron? This I agree with. I agree with 100%. Nick, what's going on, Nick? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, what's up, Big Jeff? Just get me around and I'm happy. I told you when I'm, yeah, man, let's see what they do here. See what they do here. What's going on, Xbox? Appreciate you, man. Pat Riley about to make money off the Dodgers three-peat, right? Right. You're right. GK, it won't happen. Just get me Bader and I'll be straight. Bader could happen. Bader definitely could happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens with these other guys first, but we'll see. Good day to Searchy. Oh, miss you. Yeah. R.I.P. to playback, man. R.I.P. to playback, man. Saw that coming. I never really fully dove into that just because I knew it wasn't sustainable. Business plan just wasn't going to work. And in the end, it didn't. Great guys over there. Real good team. Real good people to be part of a beta program with, and their inner Discord and stuff like that. Really, really good guys. They really take your opinions. They really listen to you. They really did everything they could to try to make that a creator space where it could hold up. They just could not secure a next round of funding. And, unfortunately, partnering with leagues when you're going to go up against these mega TV networks with all these, billions and blackouts, man. Blackouts killed playback basically like they killed a bunch of other stuff. But we do need an outfielder, Jeff. We do. And that might be coming soon. Keo, remember all that Miggy Rojas hate week crawled right back to him because he was big in the playoffs? Yep. You're right. Playback is finishing. Yeah, man. I don't even know what to say to New York at this point. This is just not cool, New York. Oliver upset with New York. But yes, always mute to see. Once you get into Dodgers culture, you don't want to leave. That's the thing. I've been so buried in Dodger culture that I've almost like don't even miss the Lakers, man. And that's never happened to me in my life. In my entire life, it's never happened to me. And craziness, man. Never happened to me in my life. The owners of the New York baseball teams only care about the money and how rich they are. The New York situation is a weird one because, like I said, man, the Mets tried to buy their way into the playoffs or buy a World Series. That's why I said you cannot buy a World Series in baseball, man. Look at the Mets, look at the Yankees, look at the Phillies. You can't buy it. The Blue Jays are trying to like buy their way into contention a little bit, but we'll see how they put a team together. I do believe that there's a brain trust there. I think that the Blue Jays, of all the teams out there, I think the Blue Jays have the biggest chance to be the big money team that could have a front office that's competent. Because look, they went after a lot of the same guys the Dodgers did, and they just got beat out. But it wasn't for them lack of trying or lack of effort or wanting to be great. They just couldn't get the guys to commit. And, Vladdy and Bo became studs. They signed Cease. They made other great moves. Some of the young guys developed. The Santander move necessarily wasn't great, but we'll see how he does next year. He was hurt all last year. But I think when you look at all the teams collectively and what team out there could potentially rival the Dodgers approach, you got to have the pockets and you got to have a good organization. And I do believe that the Blue Jays have that. They don't have the megastar in Shohei. They couldn't get him. They tried. They don't have, these first ballot Hall of Fame guys left and right. They don't have a Mookie or Freddie. But they got a really good squad, a really good organization, and a really good fan base. A lot of those fuzzy little goofy Canadians got a little crazy. There was a lot of them that were really, 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 really great and still follow me to this day. So I do think that the Blue Jays have a chance to do something. I think they do. Lakers for Life says the Dodgers will win 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trophies. That would be incredible, man. That would be incredible, man. What other moves can the Phillies to catch up to the Dodgers, says Andrew. Well, re-signing Skubal today was big. There was some thought early on in the process that the Phillies might not want to go to the dollar amount that would require to keep him. That evaporated rather quickly. There was a point where the Phillies weren't even the betting favorite to keep him. That shifted a couple of times. There was a lot of people who thought that Cincinnati was going to come out with a big offer. They came out, but they didn't come after him for the right reasons. He was a guy that's from Ohio, and they thought that getting him would help sell tickets. So they felt like, we're going to pay him just to sell tickets, but we're not going to add any more pieces to the team. So he wasn't going there for that. So it really came down to, everybody knew that Pirates offer was pretty much fake. So in the end, Schwarber, they really didn't have a whole boatload of offers. I didn't think anyone's going to go to his 6th year. So he ended up back with Phillies. But for the Phillies, you're going to lose Suarez. Your team's getting older. They've been trying to break up that team for a couple of years. You're going to need health for sure. But you're gonna miss some pieces, and I don't know what you're out there, the trade market or signing. Like, you've got phenomenal starting pitching. You just can't deliver come playoff time. I think for the Phillies, they just need Bryce Harper to be great. I don't know if that's in him anymore. I don't know if he's a superstar anymore. His own GM doesn't really think he's a superstar anymore. He said it basically. So who's that next guy? Like, when you got Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, which they got to resign, but you got these guys out there. Baum, they brought in Bader. They're going to lose him probably. Castellanos, like, he's still there, but they're going to trade him. He kind of got into it them last year. They brought in Duran, like they've got a pen there. They've got pieces. I believe they just extended their manager, so he's not a lame duck coach. They got a manager. They gave him an extra year. But Bryce Harper has to have an MVP type of year. But he has to play like an MVP come playoff time, because the Phillies still finished with the number 2 seed and got dropped, losing both games at home. Now, the Phillies very easily could have got back in that series and brought it back to Philly. That Kirkland play just took them out. But they were still right there. Do they go after a guy like Scoop? I don't know if they got I don't believe they have the farm system to make that happen. Like, who can they go after? Who would be available? But they need something. They definitely need something. Let's see. Pirates couldn't even sign. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a real offer. That was nowhere near a real offer. Diaz was pissed at the Mets for signing Devin Williams without informing him first. I mean, I wouldn't care about, if I was Diaz, I wouldn't care about that if they're signing a guy to, be a setup guy for me. If that upset him, I don't know why. But I also don't know why they wouldn't have told him if that's the case. At least I don't have to hear. I don't know what's going on with that. And your owners in New York of the baseball teams, they think this is funny, which is not. I don't know if they think it's funny. Let's see. Got someone talk about the Mariners. I believe the Mariners will win the World Series in the future, says Nathaniel. Look, if it's not going to be the Dodgers, I wouldn't mind seeing a team that's never won in Seattle. That fan base has been incredible, and I think I skipped one here. My fault. I wouldn't mind them. So we've got a lot of top prospects, and they kind of fluctuate. They kind of fluctuate up and down, like who our top guys are and weren't. Like, I don't really go by that, because like when you looked at it, like when Bobby Miller was our top guy, he came up, he started well, kind of fell apart. You got the hopes down there. You've got a lot of guys that are like an A ball, double A ball, that aren't going to like be anywhere near the major leagues anytime soon. And you just got guys that I don't think a lot of these top guys are ever going to wear a Dodger uniform in the major leagues in a major role. Like, I really don't think that that's going to happen. But, whether it's DePaula or Hope or like any of those guys, they're very, very good in the minor leagues. And look, these guys had Michael Busch there forever and traded him to the Cubs. They didn't have a place for him. He's raking over there. Like, Dodgers could probably use him right now in the corner outfield spot. Could have used him instead of Conforto, right? But you're going to hear kind of the same names. River Ryan is still a very top tier prospect for them with him coming back. Believe it or not, Roki Sasaki was still labeled a prospect last year. But you got the Zaire Hopes of the Paulas rushing, who they just brought up, is up there. Freeland, who we saw last year. They got a lot of guys. So the Dodgers are one of these teams that can make a trade, dump a lot of these guys, and still, in a very short matter of time, have a top 10 minor league system again. They can. I would like the Dodgers to add a lefty to the rotation. A secondary lefty would not be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Bridges, what's going on? No one does it like the Dodgers. Absolutely. They're really going into New York here. We lost Jeff to the Dodgers, sadly. It's not, well, partially, but it's also just life gets in the way, man. I just didn't have the time to. Like, we're like a quarter into the NBA season. I haven't even done a single Laker video. I don't think I have anyway. It's just, man, life be lifing. Joanna, what's going on, Joanna? We need a solid bat who can play center, but if they trade for Skubal, how would that be possible? Wouldn't mind trading Teo and Glass now. I'm trying to catch up to these chats so we can talk on that in a second here. That's what New Yorkers say. Yo, son, word is born. How the F did Diaz go to the Dodgers, son? To the Dodgers? Yeah. All right, I was hearing about I got a lot of texts today from some of my East Coast friends over the chipping. Spending money on the right players is the key. $700 million was not it cheap. No, you're right, man. Spend all that money on Soto was not it. When you're a championship team, you attract great players. Absolutely. This is a red flag for New York. This is a huge no-no. Will Mets be good next year? We'll see. We'll see if they who they add or what they do. Dodgers have been a lock for the playoffs before. Shohei makes it hard to compete with free agents that Dodgers want, and you have to overpay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Serge, what's up with that, man? How many we got? We got 72 people. 72 people live right now on the horizontal stream. The vertical stream we got, but so 72 right now. How many? Hold on. Why is this thing doing that? Oh, there we go. There we go. What is YouTube doing with this new? Sorry, y'all. What the heck? Well, that's interesting. I can see the views. I can't see the likes like disappeared for me. That's weird. So I show we got 74. Search. How many likes do we have right now? It's kind of that's weird. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. 41 watching, 16 likes. Okay, there we go. Different streams. There we go. Appreciate you, Search. Lakers for Life said, Big Brother Jeff, this is Lewis. This is my YouTube channel name. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. Lakers for Life. Make sure to go follow Lakers for Life, man. That's my guy Lewis over there. Does a great job, man. Appreciate you, brother. Diaz was pissed the Mets fired their pitching coach, allegedly. Like I had seen some about that. I also saw somebody, his brother was here. I saw that a couple of posts, but the Dodgers DFA'd his brother. So that, would you be more mad about a pitching coach being let go or a team DFAing your brother? I just think he really wanted to be a Dodger, is what I think, man. Where is Marte go? So that's a good one because he's linked to a couple teams, and so a lot of teams that could use him. He's a good player. I'll tell you this. That's one thing I asked earlier. I was like, I think the common assumption here is that if the Blue Jays get Tucker, that Bichette is gone. So part of me is like, what if they sign Tucker and trade and make that trade for Marte? I'm just saying, just think about that. Only thing I don't like is I can't call him Edwin Díaz anymore. Let's see. That's messed up. Fun while it lasted with the Mets. What team gets Marte from the Diamondbacks and Brandon Donovan? So Brandon Donovan is going to be a guy that's going to be Yankees, Mets, Dodgers. A lot of teams are going to be going after him. So keep an eye on him. That's a guy who the Cardinals are going to get heavy interest in. Dodgers top pitching prospect is Jackson Ferris. So he is now That I'm telling you, River Ryan was a guy that a lot of people like. He was did he? I think he reach Dodgers #1 prospect at one point. River Ryan prior to getting hurt, but right now, yeah, you're right there. Let's see. Solid air. What's going on? What's going on, my guy? About time, Jeff. Keep it coming with Dodgers and Lakers, my boy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. It's very sad to see the owners in the New York. He's going off on New York. Appreciate y'all. I don't know why I can't see the likes. Back-to-back champs going for the 5-peat. That'd be insane. Imagine a 5-peat. Good Lord. Good Lord. Let's see. Jose, what's going on, Jose? On behalf of the Phillies fans, I would like to say thank you for getting Diaz out of the NL East. Also for ruining Mets fans' day. Yeah, the Mets, Phillies fans, they're like Philadelphia hates the Mets, man. Absolutely. I know the division rivals absolutely hate them. Edwin Díaz contract is also deferred $4.5 million. Yep. Absolutely. Now I'm tripping on why I can't see. This is the first time I've ever done a stream where I can't see the likes. That's new. Let me refresh. Let me refresh this. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, that's weird. That's real weird. Okay, well, I guess they don't want us to see the likes, though. I can see the views, but I can't see the likes. That's craziness. That's crazy. What's going on, man? What's going on with that? Let me click over here. Sorry, guys. I literally never seen this happen before. It's like gone. Yeah, this is craziness. Oh, well, no big deal. I'll figure it out hopefully on the next stream. But all right, so let's talk some Tarek Scuba here, man, because I know a lot of people, that's kind of what they're sitting back and what they're waiting on. And look, when I heard that KTLA report last night, I was immediately calling BS because one, this guy's thrown out all kinds of reports like that before. He's quoted LeBron to the Warriors, done deal. Like he's called a bunch of different things. That never came to fruition. Like this isn't about the man. This isn't about him. I don't know him. I don't know him at all. And he's further along in the industry than I am. So far be it for me to sit up here and discredit or credit whatever it is. I'm not discrediting the man or saying anything about him. I just don't know if I believe the report. I just don't know if I believe it. And from my standpoint, could it happen? Yeah, sure, it could. Will it happen? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I would have to say, if I had to sit up here and guess right now, if Tarek Scuba was going to be traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers with an extension in hand, right now, I mean, maybe I can get some intel. I don't know if I will. Maybe my mind changes and then in the coming days. But right here, right now, December 9th, 2025, I would have it as a 30-70. He does not get traded to the Dodgers. That's where I would have it right now. Granted, this has been the offseason where I've probably had the least amount of intel over the if I really think back over the last 3 or 4 off seasons, this is by far the most limited intel that I've had in an off season. I know the Dodgers' interest. I know their talks. I know who they've met with. But I had no indication that a Diaz deal was coming this morning. Like last year, I knew the morning that Snell was happening and Tanner Scott was happening. I knew it. I put it out there. This year, I did not. So I really don't know what to make of the Scooble situation. And I'm going to do my best to try to get some type of feedback or news on this. But right now, I would say 30-70 no, that Scooble does not get traded to the Dodgers. Simply for the fact that none of the heavy hitters have even hinted at it as a possibility. Like, Passan had talked about Diaz. Everyone had talked about Diaz. They talked about Suarez. They've all talked about Tucker, just not the Dodgers, just really not going down that path. The only thing that kind of tripped me out this offseason, that kind of really made me take a double take and really try to rethink an approach, was Murakami being favored to go to the Dodgers in Vegas. Not a single heavy hitter reporter was saying that or is saying that. But Vegas, someone with a whole lot of money may know something and is putting money on the Dodgers to get Murakami. No heavy hitter is reporting that. And I don't believe that that the Dodgers are the Vegas favorite to land Skubal, and no heavy hitter is reporting that. I'm a where there's smoke, there's fire guy. There was a whole lot of smoke with Edwin Díaz. There is next to no smoke with Tarik Skubal. Does that mean that fire won't present itself at some point or smoke? No, it doesn't. But right here, right now, I would have to say I do not believe that Tarik Skubal is going to be traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers during the winter meetings with an extension in hand. I will not believe that until I see it. Has nothing to do with the KTLA report or Pingalore, none of that. Has nothing to do with that. I've never met the man. I'm sure he's a great guy, nice guy. It has nothing to do with him. He could just have bad information. Whoever's telling him could be giving bad information. Or it could be 100% right and I'm just a jackass. That's possible too. Has nothing to do with the man. It's strictly about the report. And I just don't see it happening, especially during the winter meetings. I just don't. Who said, per multiple league sources, Diaz deal materialized quickly over the course of a few days. The same could happen for potential Tucker signing or Skubal trade. Well, yeah, it's the winter meetings. You got all the GMs, all the president of baseball operations, all the agents. You have everyone in Orlando, Florida at the Waldorf Astoria right there within reach of each other, visiting each other, holding meetings. This is what they have this for. Pingalore is the same dude that guaranteed LeBron was getting traded away from the Lakers. Immediately blocked him after that. I don't believe anything he says, to be honest, as Bridges. I will say that while I have sit up here and said, look, I don't really be doing a calling out names thing, especially guys who are more successful than me in an industry that I would love to be part of. People who have more success than me, I really, really try to refrain from questioning or pushing back on things when they have more access than I do. However, with that being said, a lot of his reportings that I found, and maybe it's just the person he's getting the intel from, just feel like throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks. And if you get right a couple times, you get right, and you're going to be wrong a lot. That's why I said, like in the news breaking or the insider world and all that, that's why with all the information or intel that I was privy to, never wanted to go down that route, because you could be right 9 times and that 10th you're wrong, and people hold that against you. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to get a whole mariachi band playing the trumpets. Yep. Oh, man. We got the bandwagon, boy. Oh, what a day it is. Back-to-back bandwagon Dodger fan for another year. You Dodger fans have the bandwagon on your squad. What's up, Cuba? What's going on, Cuba? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to all of you guys, man. Happy holidays as we head into the Christmas holiday coming up in a couple of weeks here, man. I gotta get this shopping popping, man. I've been working so damn much. I do not understand for the life of me why YouTube is not displaying likes. I can see the views. I can see how many people are viewing right now. But I cannot see the likes on the video. This is insane. I've never seen this happen before. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. Y'all know what that's from. You know what that's from. Can't forget let me see here. Hold on. Do I really got to go to the live stream to see how many likes we got? That's crazy. I do. YouTube, y'all really make me do that? Well, come on. Yeah, 32 likes on this video. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are y'all doing to me here? 31 likes on the video. You don't gotta like me. At least like the fact that I'm showing up to create the content, man. Come on, 32 likes. We got to be better. We got to be better. Come on, y'all. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Come on, y'all. I done had myself a long day today. Still pulled up on y'all to do this show. Come on now. Likes on the video would be absolutely appreciated. I see we got 10 new subs during this stream. Shout out to y'all. Subs been climbing, man. Subs been climbing without not doing too many shows. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up? But yeah, so the Scooble situation, look, even if you go out here and say, look, we're going to make a trade for Tariq Scooble, right? We're going to put Glasnow into this deal. We're going to put Emmett Sheen into this deal. We're going to give you 2 major league ready arms. We're going to throw in maybe a Hassan Kim and some minor league players, or maybe you want a major league ready guy. And maybe that's why when you start hearing about maybe some guys or other guys linked that don't make no sense, like a Bo Bichette or something like that, like maybe another guy's moving, right? Or maybe why Cody Bellinger is still linked to the Dodgers. Maybe a Teoscar Hernandez. Maybe that his name came from being linked in trade rumors was because talks with Detroit. I don't know. But what I'm saying is the Dodgers have what it takes to get a Tariq Scooble deal done. They have what it takes. Will they do it? And will Detroit do it? Will Detroit do it? I still think it's in Detroit's best interest to just hold off to the trade deadline. Because if it's gonna be a rental and you're playing for something this year, at least he can get you to a point in the year where you have a chance to still make the playoffs. Or you could argue, hey, trade him now. And a team has a whole year with him. Maybe they pay more versus less at the deadline. Whatever you feel you're gonna get more for him, you do it. But I don't see them giving him $400-something million. I don't see it. I'm not saying I would give him $400 million. He's 29 years old. He's had some injuries. And I'm definitely not emptying the clip for a rental. I'd empty the clip for Skeens, not for Scooble with 1 year left. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because you got some aging guys, man. You got some aging guys, and you're going to need those prospects to move to get some other guys. And while you could rebuild it, and it's not even that I think the Dodgers prospects are going to show up and save the Dodgers' future on the Dodgers field. But they've been able to move them and get talent, and they haven't really been burned too often. You've had some guys, Alvarez, you've had some guys that showed up, killed it, became game changers, but those are few and far between. So it's not like I just went and trade for Scooble because I think all these guys are going to be studs on the Dodgers. It's not that. But if you empty the clip and go get Scooble and Paul Skeens comes on the block next year and you just sent away all your top guys for a rental, these are the things I know the Dodgers think of and think about. Pingalore has nothing to lose and everything to gain by tuning Scooble thing. I mean, I get it. Like I said, it's not about the man. It's just I'm not buying the report. Imagine if Nightingale or Morosi tweeted this, they would immediately get fact-checked by Passan or Rosenthal. Yeah, they would. But this guy's not even in the same realm, so they don't really pay attention to it. And the fact that they haven't checked in on it kind of speaks volumes to me. Lakers Dodgers for Life says, I believe the Dodgers are 100 on Scooble. I think it's a matter of him signing an extension with Scott Boras being his agent and knowing how he operates. He prefers free agency for Scooble. So Boras has kind of like an arrangement with his clients, right? And could he allow an extension prior? He could allow one. But for the most part of everything I've heard is it's kind of like, if you're gonna be my client, I work for you, but these are the conditions in which I work under. I reset the market every year. Boras treats himself like he's a star, right? He holds these press conferences at the winter meetings. He holds his court, right? He goes out there and does everything he can to keep his name in the media and to reset that market and break records. He's not really in the business of extension because he wants a bidding war. And the players are sold on this because there's a partnership there. So this is why I'm putting a low number on a trade for Scooble, is because I just don't believe that at the winter meetings, a trade for Skubal with an extension attached to it is going to happen now. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But I'm just waiting for someone to point to me a case of precedence that makes you or me believe that this is possible right now. If it happens, great. One thing I will tell you guys, I have no problem being wrong if it means my team is better. I would rather be wrong 100 times out of 100 and my team be better 100 times out of 100. But I need to see this to believe it. Are they in on them? Are they talking? I'm sure they are. That's their job. But I don't believe that Tarik Skubal is going to be traded to the Dodgers during the winter meetings with an extension in hand as a client of Scott Boras right now. This, I don't think, but we'll see. Get Skeens or Skubal and it's full villain mode, and I'm okay with that. That's what's up. Oliver's over here still going after New York. But like I said, I would love for the Dodgers to get Skubal, man, because you've got it set up there. You've got a guy that's 29. You got Yamamoto. Like I said, you've got these like late 20s. You got these early 20s. You got some guys in the 30s. You've got a good balance. You've got a real good balance, and you got two of the top 3 pitchers in baseball on your roster if you get Skubal while having Yamamoto. All with what Roki Sasaki could still become. The insanity. The insanity. That's what that is. The insanity. That'd be crazy. But for me, right here, right now, 30% chance I would give it. And that might be being generous. But again, I hope I'm wrong and the Dodgers get it done. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, I am Empire Jeff. This is EmpireJeffTV. Make sure to drop a like on the video before you head out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Dodgers, get Diaz. What is next? That's what we want to know. So I will catch you guys probably up here sometime tomorrow night. Thank y'all for waiting me. I pulled up a little late today, a little after 10 o'clock. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for all the continued support. Follow me on all socials, EmpireJeffTV everywhere. IG, Twitter X, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Facebook. I'm everywhere. EmpireJeffTV. Give me a follow. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Search, thank you for what you do. Joseph, again, thank you for the cap, my guy. Catch you on the next one, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.